Hi, welcome to my Easy Farmer creation tutorial. Okay, so we're starting here with a level 10 account, which basically has had a few things done to it that's going to make this as simple as possible to create this farmer. First of all, collections. I've basically vaulted every collection item. Not the crew collections, etc., because the vaults for those don't give you any sort of bonus for a farming account, but basically everything else, all of your New York collections, all of your Cuba, Moscow and Bangkok. Although we don't have any of the other cities available, as soon as you send a collection item for one of the other cities, it automatically opens up the collections in that city, so you can go through and vault all of them. Secondly, I've already promoted this account in another account to Top Mafia Mastermind. This is essential to get the bonus. It doesn't have to stay there, but it's been promoted to get the bonus in the first place. Next, the Top Mafia in this account is maxed out, or as near to maxing as possible. Obviously it's a little bit difficult to find safecrackers, so you can't always get your safecracker maxed, but all of the other ones are all maxed out, ready to go. Also, I've sent it everything that it needs to do New York, all of the consumables, all of the loot items, all your trash loot that it needs to do all of the jobs. You don't have to send all of the consumables, you can actually loot those as you go along, but if you want to do this as quickly as possible, it does help to send them all before you start. The other thing that I've done is got as many of the achievements as I possibly can to start with, because you get a skill point for every one you do. So, for instance, the Crime CEO, because I've got my Top Mafia above level 100 with everyone. All of the vaulting ones obviously you'll get. I've also sent it 10 butterfly knives to get Knife Thrower, 50 Federal Agents to get Uncle Sam. Obviously you're going to get the big collection ones, basically all of these ones that can get you any extra skill points to start with. Every single skill point you get goes into energy, so you can see here I'm already at 144 energy before I've even gone anywhere. Every single Godfather point is going to go into skills as well for energy, but at the moment, instead of buying the 4 skill points for 14 reward points, you can actually build in your chop shop the solar flares, which will give you 6 energy for every 12. So as soon as you collect up 12 points, you'll go and you'll craft now for 12. Ideally do this just after you've built your one for the day, so that you're not resetting your clock out of sync where you want to be. And then you'll build yourself a solar flare. You shouldn't have any shortage of car parts for this once you start leveling your account up quickly. You should collect up more than enough to build all of the solar flares you want to. Okay, so let's have a look at getting started then. So we want to, first of all, unframe the Mafia Wars window. And we want to get Exp Energy running, because this is the tool that's going to help us to do this. So, I've already completed Street Thug, because with this kind of energy you can literally just click, 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 click all the way through Street Thug. No problem. So we're starting with Associate. Now, what you've got here with your Exp Energy is it's going to tell you your experience needed to level, which at the moment is 155, and your Exp Energy ratio to get there. So at the moment we're standing at 1.0. So basically what we want to do is any job we do is going to be above this ratio. If we've got very low ratio jobs to do, like this one for instance, which is at 1.0, we first of all want to go and do a higher one, like this one, which is at 1.6, which will very quickly bring that ratio down to where we want it to be. So you can see within 2 or 3 clicks we're already way down under 1, so we can then, if we need to, go back and do that job at 1.0. You can basically work all the way through New York just doing one tier at a time, working on the ratios. In each tier you'll have some low ratio jobs, some very high ones. So all you literally need to do is just keep working through, always doing a job that's higher than the ratio you need to level. At this kind of stage, when you've already got your kind of your 150 or whatever energy, it's actually really, really simple to do this. You can do the first few tiers in a matter of an hour. When you get up to the higher ratio jobs, it does take a little bit more playing about, doing a few more of the higher ratio jobs first, and then catching up on your lower ones afterwards. Okay, so we can see that computer's running very, very slow. Or is it Mafia Wars, I wonder? Okay, so level 11, and that took a matter of a minute or so to get all the way through level 10 up to level 11. At the end of every level, make sure that you go and allocate your profile points. Until you get to about level 20, unfortunately you have to do them one at a time, which is very, very irritating. But once you get to level 20, you get the +5. The other thing that you can start to do once you level up a little bit is also to use what little stamina you have. If you've vaulted all of your collections, you will be up to about 13 stamina. You can use that at the beginning of each level just to attack a ghost to get your ratios down even lower. At this very, very early stage, at the very end of each level, it doesn't really matter what you do, but once you get up towards the harder jobs past sort of capo stage, at the end of every level you're always going to have energy left over. So you want to make sure you maximise that energy, either in doing a job which for instance is 50 energy to give you a boost into the next level to reduce your ratio in the next level, or you can come back and do boss fights. Generally I do tend to save the boss fights right until the very end. I'm not particularly bothered about them. I don't find that I need much use for them, but if you do mess up your energy ratios slightly, they can help out. I also never seem to find that I actually need to use an energy pack either. You can literally, if you don't sleep, just sit and do this click, click, click all the way through New York. Okay, so I think that's about it. That should be all you need to get yourself started on your farming account. Thanks for listening.